Hello friends, in this video I will be refurbishing the carburetor that was removed from the donor part bike. As you can see, it's dirty, so let's do that. So first, before I will put all of the parts into the ultrasonic cleaner, we should clean it a bit so the ultrasonic cleaner doesn't have to do too much work. See, yeah, so I prepared with water, and let's clean the outside a bit. Okay, let's start disassembling the parts. Yeah, definitely. Black, it needs cleaning. I will just remove everything that can be removed and then soak the screws in WD-40. There is no diaphragm here, it's on the other side, but I will just remove the screw. The other side has the air cut valve here. Okay, I have soaked the screws in WD-40 and tried to remove this stubborn screw. I had to kind of drill it out like this and use impact tool to get it out, because yeah, it didn't want to get out. I will be changing these screws anyway, so let's continue. Yellowish. Yeah, this is the main. Okay, so how do you know that it is a main? Because you can see there is a hole here and here. The other side doesn't have it. This is the choke. Now let's get out the nozzles. Okay, it's not broken, so that's good. We just have to change these O-rings. This one is okay as well, it's not broken, we change the O-rings. Clogged up. See those lengths. So the longer one shaft goes to the primary, where there is the air cutoff valve. So just to remember. A lot of carbon. Wash. Longer screw with washers. 1, 2, 3 washers, and from the other side there are 2 washers. Like this. Here. 1, 2 washers. Now 1 washer, then there is this cup. From the other side there is the cup again. Washer and another washer. So I'll just be like this. Again, washer. From the side where there is this opening. it goes like this. This side looks much better. So this is the secondary, because it is not drill here. So yeah, secondary, and this is the primary. I still have to get these two screws out and these two screws. Okay, so I'm back. I was able to get those screws out. So this is the air cutoff valve, which still looks okay. It is not torn, but it's, you know, it's dirty. And the other side, for sure, I think it is clogged because I cannot see anything. It's black. This part is also black. So yeah, cleaning should do the trick. Okay. Well, I'm not sure. Ah, yeah, it's degraded. See, this is the rubber part, or seal, kind of. But here, it started to dissolve. So we will be changing that for sure. Yep. So we are ready for cleaning with the ultrasonic cleaner. So that is what we'll be doing next. Okay, so we have the ultrasonic cleaner up to the temperature above a bit. So I will start with the small parts like the jets, which are here. So I will put them in and turn on the cleaner. So I'll leave it for 15 minutes, then check it out, and then probably another 15 minutes. I will do 30 minutes in total. So let's do that. I'll be back once it is finished. So I have done the first pass, first 15 minutes, and let's have a look how it looks. Seems that there has been some improvement, but it is still dirty here, as you can see. So I will leave it soak for a while, let the machine rest a bit, and then I will do another 15 minutes or maybe 30 minutes. So let me grab another part. Yeah. It started to do some cleaning, but yeah, here is a spot where there is dirt and it is still there. So yeah, I didn't test. This is actually the first test of the machine. I didn't test it before, so I'm not sure if it works also properly, but it seems that it does something. So let it run for a few more cycles and we'll see. So I have done the first batch, which is here. It's still not 100% clean, but it's better than before. Now I'm going to start the cleaning of the outer cases and do a few rounds to see how it goes. So I will be back once that it's finished. So I have finished the cleaning cycles using the ultrasonic cleaner. It took more than I expected. I had to run the cleaning cycle several times because it was very dirty and baked in. So as you can see here, this is the primary carburetor, which had a lot of carbon in it. This is the secondary carburetor. Yeah. So they seem much cleaner. I also used a carb cleaner to finish the final touches, like, you know, few spots that were missed or were very dirty, and the carb cleaner did the trick. So let's get back to assembling and finish the carburetor. Yeah, what I want to take care of first is this. So I will just use a regular heat shrink to put it on, and then use the lighter to tighten it up. So like this. Just slide it over it. Yeah. I'm not sure if this will be a good fit, tight fit. Maybe I have to strip the old rubber and just use a heat shrink, but let me try to first put it in. No, I do not have a bigger heat shrink. Yeah, so just to make it easier, I will just strip this old rubber. See, this is just wire. Put the heat shrink over it and maybe do several coats. So first one. Yeah. Take out the excess so I can put another layer there. Yeah. Measure it. Yeah. Yeah, that should be it. See, flexible, like new. Okay, so put this aside. Also, I have my trusty user manual. So please take note that this machine, the white XL600 RM, is different. The carburetor is different than the usual XL600R. They have different specifications. For example, the gap is not 20 millimeters but 18 millimeters. Also, the jets are different. Yes, so So just know that when I will be assembling this, I will be putting the gap 18 millimeters, which is correct for the type of carburetor that I have, which is PH69A. So let's do the first easy things first, and the obvious ones first. So yeah, this is secondary carburetor, so I will work on the primary carburetor first. So make sure that you do not mess up and do not use a different cover for the primary. The difference is that on the primary this hole is drilled out, on secondary this is not, so I will just put this away, and this is the primary carburetor. Yeah, this one is also you know, pointed because the previous owner probably put the dot there so he knows which one is primary. Yeah, see, this is used by the choke. If you would swap those, you would not have choke. So talking about choke, let's put it in first because it is easy. See, it has a spring here. Yeah. So put the spring inside, then there is a rubber seal. Put it over. So next thing I will be putting in, according to the user manual, is the diaphragm for what is it called? Air cut-off valve. Yeah. This is the old torn one, and let's compare. Yes, it's the same. So I'll put that back, put the spring inside. Seat it properly. There will be resistance, so it's a bit difficult to put there. Okay, now make sure that it is seated properly. So now I will checking. Seems okay. Yes, so just screw it in. It's aluminum, so don't over tighten things, use common sense, and that should be fine. So this part is finished now. In this carburetor that I have, both of the jets are the same and they are number 115, so I do not have to worry about if I put them wrong or not. So, but usually not usually, but depends on the carburetor that you have and the locations that you are in. You might have different size of the jet, so check your manuals, and if you have different jets, then the larger one is in the primary and the smaller one is in the secondary. Again, this is also brass and aluminum, so do not use excessive force, just use common sense and tighten it
just enough so it is inside and doesn't fall out. Okay. The primary one has also the low speed jet, in my case 48. Once it's seated, that's enough. Okay. Then there is also this. Let's see, everything is fine. Yeah, press the manual. It's air screw, yeah, don't forget the spring there. So I'll just put it here. Again, I will do the adjustments later, so just screw it in so it is there, and later on when I'm putting it on the machine, then I will do the setup. Okay. So let's finish up this part, which is the choke. There is a hook here. So hook, then there is the washer, plastic washer, and the screw with the washer. So like this. Which one? Other side. Here, there is a mark. Slide it in. Okay, so air cutoff valve is there, jets are there, this is there. So now let's do the needle. So for the pistons, as you can see, they are nearly the same, but the primary one is, if you check the shape, then the primary one has this cut, and there is also here cut. So this is the secondary one, it is nearly flat, and this one is the primary one. So we will use this to slide it inside. Okay, so there is a plastic washer on the left side here, and also when you are going to put it inside the shaft, you are putting the shaft inside and then screwing it in the needle assembly. Make sure that this side is up. So put it in. Yeah, it's in. There is the bevel. Yes. So put it in. So this part is done. seal on the top. Okay, this is aftermarket seal, so it doesn't have, it's the other way around, okay. It doesn't have here the notch, so yes. The screws are these long ones. This hold it in. There, the washer, like this. And let's see the marks. Yeah, so this should be the first part. Again, there is the plastic washer, but here in this time we have to put the spring right away. So let me check this one. Tensioning one turn. Again, you can have a look that there is the beveled part, so put the washer in. Yeah, it's there. Now look for the beveled part. Yeah, it's there properly, and put the screw in. spring is there. Everything is correct. It's moving. Yeah, so the jet. So the side cover for the air cutoff valve, which is not drilled. Okay. Now it's just we put here because this part moves. See? So in order to do that, washer, then the plastic washer, other side plastic washer, steel washer, and the lock washer nut, and in the middle is the shaft. Tighten it up. Again, common sense only. Yeah, it's moving nicely. See, everything is right. Yeah, see, it swings here because there is the spacer. Okay. So from this side now we need to put the adjusting tool, but here we need to put the tube here. So we will first change the O-rings because I have the O-rings. The O-rings. Actually, these I do not have to change because the old ones are still good. So let's see. This one is old, correct? So take it out. Compare the sizing. Yeah, this could be. It's a bit bigger, so we do the tight fit. I have a bit of machine oil here just to make sure that it slides easily there. Yeah, later on it will be like lubricated by the petrol, by the gasoline. Yeah, but for now, for the assembling, slide it in. See, now we slide this in, yes, put the screws in. Everything's fine. What is left is these bolts and yeah, putting them back together. I'll put them right into the balls. So they are seated nicely. Primary one, okay. So what is left to do is put the balls back together and screw it back together. Always start at the primary. At the primary carburetor there is the shorter part is in the primary and the longer part is on for the secondary. So I will put a bit loop here so it easier slides in and I do not have to fight it too much. Here. Stick it in. Yeah, now it fits properly. This one is there. This is the upper part. Put it in. We will just lock it the last. So put it in. Yeah, slide the lower part in here and now align the tubes. Yes. And now, as I put this middle piece in, we have to lock it, and there are two notches there, so you will have to twist those to lock these two pieces to place. But first I will just put screws here. So this one, and I want to replace this one, but for now I'll just put it here. I'll replace it later. Now we have to lock this in place, so as you can see here are notches. There is a notch here and there is one on the other side, and here is the path where it should be locked, so it has to be twisted clockwise. What I did wrong is I put this first, which I should not, so let's fix that. So I'll just take it out. At this end there is a washer, spring, and tighten it up. No, good. I have inspected and I cannot see any issues with these locks, so I will just put them in back together. So this is one. Second one, yeah, and now what is left to do is, as I said, for this carburetor it is 18 millimeters, so I have 18 millimeters set here, and I do not have the tool, so it just barely, once this part of the float barely touches the seat, so it is seated like this. That should be 18 millimeters. So yes, it's correct. So this one is correct. So I will close it. Primary, because there is the cutout here. This is not the exact part that should be there, because I was not able to get it, but this will also do, because I use these on other carburetor. It is a bit more trickier to put it in, but it will get there, so just be patient with it. Yeah. So finally it fits. But to be on the safe side, I will just put a sealant later. I will put a bit of sealant there until it stretches when the fuel contacts the rubber. Then it will seal up and stretch, and it should be fine. If you know where to buy the original seals, then please let me know, because I had to use these aftermarket from China, and they usually do not fit. So as you see that there is too much struggle to put it there properly. Yeah, but it seems that it fits. And I will just put seal in. Yeah, so I didn't have it at hand, so if I would have it now right at hand, I'll just put a bit of seal here just to make sure that it sits properly. So let's do the other side, last one. And check it. I forgot to put this in, so I still have to open it again. So let me do this one first then. So seats 18 millimeters, and it's correct. Top. Yes. So let's see how it goes with this one. Stretch it a bit. Okay. Make sure that you put this part in, which I forgot on the primary one. Yes, the stretching helped a bit. Yeah, it is there somehow, you can see. The stretching helped, but you have to be fast. Once it is seated like this, you have to be fast, put it in, and then just close it. Yeah. And I have to redo this, the primary one, because I forgot this part. See, once it is seated, it was sitting there nicely until I removed it. So again, put it there, see, kind of put it back. And it fits. Put the screw back in. At first, until the seal seats properly and expands, I will just put a bit of liquid or silicone, so yeah, it doesn't spill out, and after a few kilometers the gasoline will get in there, it will stretch out, and then it will sit properly. Okay. Yeah, so the first carb is ready. Everything is moving. The gap here is also different from the 600R. In my machine is XL600 RMG. It has to be 18 millimeters according to this. No, 0.5 to 1 millimeter. So let's check that gap. And for the next carb, I will create the proper tool that I can measure the float height for 18 millimeters properly. So it should be 1 millimeter. No, it's much more, so yeah, this should be it. Around this. Just lock it in place. Okay. Okay, so this is it. First carburetor is finished.